Hi, welcome to a foreigner in the Philippines. Hi, welcome to a foreigner in the Philippines. We're here. Terrence and Kevin just bought a battery for the blue, and that's what they fit now. Because the battery of this didn't work because of I think 6 months or 7 months without function, so it broke.
I can't believe this has been sitting here for 6 months.
How many months?
I've forgotten. It must be 6 months, so. Too long. The difficulty was we couldn't get the fault diagnosed. That was the problem. And when we took it in with limited experience with four-wheel drive, what has happened is that Nestor has gone under there, he's looked and he's seen what he can see that's wrong and said, do that. So the first thing was we replace a universal joint. He thought, try that. And then we replaced a second universal joint. Then we replaced some bushings, and none of it did the job. And then finally, he inspected the drive shaft on the other side in the front, on the passenger side, and said that needs to be replaced because the bearing had broken up. CV joint, that's CV, the axle. So we replaced that, and what happened then was that the vehicle was driving perfectly in two-wheel drive, but when we put it under pressure to come up the hill in four-wheel drive, then it would start slipping and clanking, and it didn't do it. And then finally we got up here, we used it for a while in two-wheel drive, and it was going fine. And then one day we pulled in here and we felt the vehicle just went like that. And then it was stuck here because we're right up in the mountains. How do we get anybody to come up? Well, we did get someone to come up, and they did part of the job, but then couldn't get one final bolt or nut off the suspension leg there. And then our friend Kerry came from Australia. Months has gone by, and he managed to get that. Found that it was the axle. We got the axle and we got that dismantled. We got a replacement axle, and Kerry really kindly spent some time on that and got that thing put together. Now, it was then a job of getting a new battery, and with everything else that's going on, hard for you folks who have a very well-ordered life to understand how we couldn't do that, but we never got the battery until today. So that's been the job that we did today. Kevin and I went down to town for some groceries, and we got a battery.
Yeah, thanks, Kevin. Kevin, thank you.
Salamat. Might have to adapt this.
What's that?
These are just a fraction too short. This battery's slightly high.
Yeah, and this one is from America. This one.
We can make it, we can still tie it in there in the meantime.
This is from America,
Put a bungee on it.
and we're hoping that it will solve the four-wheel
The
drive,
other side.
because
Not now,
we've been
because
looking
it's
this in
so
Cebu,
It's sat here for
and it
6
didn't
months.
fit.
It can sit here for another day.
So,
we'll take the battery out.
we're hoping it's gonna start, and it's been raining, so possible the next few days we're
to
gonna
give us a little bit of leeway this way.
testing it and then
You
bring
with
to
me?
Tubigon
Yeah, we
for
can make it
final,
longer.
because Scary says that there's
Well, we
still
can
some
make
it. So this comes
bushing
up
to be
further.
Yeah, we
replaced,
can
because what he did is just temporary so that it will run
Straighten that out
up
and
to
do it again.
Taliban.
Yeah.
We don't have those luxuries.
Yeah, so that's it. This one, the harvest of the mango tree is still not finished. We thought it's just few, but it seems yesterday when they do the harvest, they got a lot of boxes of mangoes that is being harvested. And if you notice there in the rice field, you can see how heavy the rain is because the rice field is full of water. Look at that.
So we just got the terminals on, and now for the moment of truth. I tell a lie, but the moment of truth.
Say a prayer, Nonoi.
Well, the warning light for the door being open is on, so that's a good sign.
I wonder why that is. The door's open.
Ah. Wait for the heater light turn off. Okay.
Let's go.
So we still have a little adjustment to be made. I'm not going to drive it right now, that's for sure. But we have the bar that holds the battery in, and that maybe this battery is very slightly bigger than the last one because that is not connecting. The arms that come up and hold it are not quite long enough. So we'll drill the holes out so that they're elongated and just give us some extra.
Pogi, this is the lazy day in the mountain. The Pogi's world. Pogi.